Welcome back, guys! Episode 107. I know I haven't done these in a while. I am doing a TV show today, which is different. I'm gonna do the Bad Girls Club. I know it's old and everything, but right now on Tubi, you can catch up and watch all the seasons, and that's kind of what I've been doing. Now, no, this is not like a symbol for a bad girl. It needs to be dyed. It's too many colors, so that's why that is like that. Just want to clear that up. Alright, so I'm going to only do a very quick review of this because there's really not much to say, but I feel like I'm always introducing movies to watch, and right now I've been just silent, so I wanted to give you guys an idea of what I was watching and what you can watch. I find it really entertaining, trashy, and made for a younger audience, yes, but going by the year, I was pretty much their age when they were filming, because a lot of them are now like 39, stuff like that. So some are young, but I watched, I believe I only watched 2, 4, 5, and season 7 so far. I started to watch some of the others and they bored me, so that's why I picked those 4 to watch. So there were 17 seasons. It started in 2006 as a reality show. There was 7 girls, 7 bad girls, and then there was replacements. So if a girl got kicked out or left, the majority of the time she got replaced, and sometimes it was so many replacements that it was crazy. It'd be like 3 replacements in one season. So Google gives it 84% rating, which is really good. And now, yes, this show I feel like is very no offense, trashy and just garbage TV kind of but it's also very entertaining and it's hysterical. I had Brian watch it and he was literally laughing at it. So it's definitely something worth watching if you are, injured like me. Quick status, I am done PT. I finished it yesterday and I've been working really hard with that. And I went to the doctor today and now I need an MRI. So I've been working really hard with trying to get my bones back together, basically, and still not there. So anyway, I wanted to talk about this. I would like to include some pictures, but you know how this phone goes, and I can already tell you I have no memory, and it's probably going to reject them. So if I can, I will place them. If not, whatever. So what did I want to say about it? So the first episode aired December 5th, 2006. Wow, I gotta learn how to talk, and it was on Oxygen. I think all the shows were on that. OXYGEN, very popular back then. I used to watch it. I've seen some of these back then. I don't remember. And I believe the last episode was May 2nd, 2017, or that was either the last season, but I know it was 2017. So on Zeus, Zeus, which I don't know at all, they do have a show called Baddies. Never seen it. It's 3 seasons so far. It started in 2021 and it's supposed to be similar to the Bad Girls Club and basically the, I guess, replacement of it. I don't know, I'm not really sure of the point, but anyway, I've never seen it. I just thought I'd throw it out there. Okay, so I want to do my favorites. I'm gonna start with I decided to take, since I watched seasons 2, 4, 5, and 7, I decided to take my favorite out of all of them, now for different reasons. But my number 7, for season number 7, my favorite was Angie. Her last name, and I'm probably gonna mess some of these up, but is Castillo. I felt she made it to the end, and she kind of was spoke her mind, stood her ground, and didn't have to take sides and do all that, like, little baby garbage. Like, they were, you know, like children, and I felt like she kind of, like, much more classy than the others. My number 4, season number 4, I did pick Natalee Nunn, of course, as many of you know. She was probably the most famous. Her and Tanisha Thomas, who's from season 2, I would say were the most famous from the show and continued to be the most famous of the show, probably making the most money from the show. I know that they both have appeared on several things and several seasons of it, but those were their main seasons that they were first initiated into it. And I do know that Natalee Nunn supposedly was with famous people before that and known, but I don't actually know that. That's just from checking things, researching, but I never heard of her back then. So I picked Natalee because, well, she's crazy, completely crazy, and on the season, I felt extremely funny. I did not like her as a person. I thought she was so garbage, like, just the way she talked to people and talked down, and like, her phrases of what it was, it just, no, not my type of person that I would hang out with. However, I will give it to her. She did pretty much run the show. She did gain a lot of she became kind of like famous from it, like a Kardashian, Helen, you know, socially famous. But so I'll give her that. I'm gonna go for number 5 with Leah. I have no idea how to say her last name that starts with B. It's like Bealieu, Bealieu. Sorry, Leah. She was the one that made it to the end. She was known as, like, the last one that made it to the end. That season, everybody went home, and a lot of people got tortured, but she was very flip-floppy. Like, she started out in the beginning as, like, a rock and roll chick, like, very laid back, very neutral, very, like, I liked her a lot. And she did go down and became friends with one of them and became this princess, and was, you know, changed her whole appearance, but then kind of went back to her other people, like a mixture. And then at the reunion, she did a really interesting outfit. I loved it. It was the hair, everything was, like, perfect. So she was not she, you know, had scenes that were definitely not scenes that I would want people to see, and definitely not things that I would even do, so whatever. But she was definitely the most entertaining, I felt, out of that season. And so I picked her for my favorite. The next one is season number 2. So I watched 1 and I couldn't get through it, so I started watching 2 just to see. Now my favorite, I know everyone's favorite, is Tanisha. Mine was not. I'm sorry, it just wasn't. And I know no one agrees with it. This girl isn't even, you can't even find her, basically. She, like, disappeared. She went on to a like one of those Tool shows, like Tool Academy, and that was, like, the last time anyone ever heard from her, at least from what I could find on the internet. Keep in mind, it was season 2, so it was probably, like, around 2007, a long time ago. So her name is Janice, wait, how do you say it? Genevicia. Okay, whatever. Russo. And in case you want to look it up, it's Jennavecia. I always had trouble with their name, and I don't know, whatever, but I think you're the best. Out of all the shows, she was my favorite, and I understand she did some horrible things, and she almost got kicked out, and then she didn't even try, and she got let back in, and then she ended up getting kicked out for not going to work. But yet the other seasons, I don't remember them having to work, so that was so lame of them kicking her out, and I think it was dumb. I liked her because I felt like she was down to earth, like Leah was at one point, and Angie. I felt like they were real. They were more real. Like them or not, that's just how they were. They were more real. That's what it was. And I like real people. And so I felt she definitely was the most. Because, yeah, she peed in a sink. Disgusting. But, like, I don't know. I didn't feel like she was flip-flopper. And she did what she wanted. They said go to work. She said, I don't like the job. I'm out. And left. Like, she was just very real to me. Nobody has to agree. These are just my opinions. And nobody really cares, probably. I mean, the show is so old. But I just want to tell you guys about it because you can watch it on TV right now. I am giving it 4 stars. I think it's definitely entertainment. We'll see what else I go watch. And there are a lot of shows that came from this that you can also watch. You know what? I do want to say that also about the hosts for the reunions. So, for season 2, it was Star Jones. Definitely not a fan at all. She did a very crappy job hosting it, but she was better than the next person. And, I don't know, good luck to you, but, you didn't do good. She interfered in the reunion when you'd rather see the cast talk, and she thought it was about herself. But the next one was so much worse. So for 4 and 7, and I believe he did 4 through 7, or maybe 3 through 7. I don't know. He did 4 and 7 though. Perez Hilton. Oh my God, you are horrible. You are disgusting. He made me sick. I almost couldn't watch the reunions because of him. He had to be the star. He walked around in one season with a water gun because he's 5. And then another season with there's little spray things of string. And then he trashed people right to their face and did low blows that you don't ever say to people, especially girls. I don't know who he thinks he is. He's a nobody, so, I mean, sorry, but, and if you're watching this, I can't stand you. You're disgusting. And the way you talk to girls really is just atrocious, and I can't believe they would even allow you on the show. I'm very happy to find out, which I never did see, that they replaced him season 8 through the end, and it was Tanisha Thomas, who was on, like I said, season 2. I did not see any of hers, so I wouldn't know, but she was a funny girl, and I'm very happy that they got rid of Perez Hilton. He ruined every single reunion show that he was on. The disrespect and everything towards women, you physically make me sick, and now I can't watch anything that has to do with you because I never knew that you were so, evil and, low class, and no class, and was so conceited and cared so much about yourself and had so much low blows to say to other people that I still can't even get over what he would say and how, oh, I'm kicking you off, it's my show. Okay, it was a reunion about the Bad Girls Club. Nothing to do with you, hun. You suck. Alright, so that's my little rant because I've been dying to say that. He's disgusting. Alright, anyway, I am gonna do my warnings really quick, because they're not like regular warnings, it's just what was on there that, you have to watch out for if you're being careful with what you watch or whatever. So drugs, they didn't use the drugs, I mean, you can't, it was, but they definitely talked about it. There was a heroin addict, it was talked about all the time. Violence, yes, the girls love to fight. They fought way too much, way too loud, way too annoying, way too unclassy, disgusting. But yeah, there was violence. There was vomit because these girls could not control their alcohol and would just drink. And it was just nasty how drunk they were 24/7 pretty much. Very sad. Blood, yes, I did see blood from when they cut the girls a few times. they showed cuts on them and there was blood on the floor. I know that Judy got beat up and it was bloody, but I didn't really see the blood. But I was very happy that she got beat up because I couldn't stand her. So disgusting. She was from season 7. And hospitals, yes, I know that Kate, was it, or Kelly? I don't really remember her name, but the blonde girl from season 4 did end up in the hospital with what was that flu called? I forget. Oh, like the swan flu or something. I don't know. So disgusting, but I'm not surprised. She spread her legs. She spread her out, like everything, like was out there to catch, you know. So sorry, no offense, but if you're dirty, you're dirty. Shaky cam, yes, that for some reason they had to go like this a lot, and I don't know why. Like, it's a TV show, unnecessary, just gave me a headache. Sexual content was unbelievable, and the same with nudity. However, with the nudity, it was always, you know, phased out or whatever. They had that little, like, thing over it, so you couldn't see it. This ran way longer than I wanted to. Sexual content was unbelievable. These are, like, the trashiest girls in the world. They spread their legs for everyone and everything. So, if a guy or a girl comes along, they're there, whether it's 3, 4, 5, like, they were unbelievable, and there were definitely some with class that weren't like that. I'm not saying all of you. I'm just saying a lot of you. And that's also kind of how one of the reasons why I did pick Denicia. Was that better? I think I said her name better. She's my favorite. I can't even say her name. And Angie, I felt like they were much better with that than the other girls. And they could hold their alcohol and, you know, more class. Anyway, 4 stars. Go watch it on Tubi. It's so funny. This ran so long. And again, not from the Bad Girls Club. Need to dye the hair because I did the blonde and then didn't do the top. And I want to do it more of a darker color. Check out my other reviews.